We're going to get started in a comfortable seat. So any comfortable seat for you, any place where your hips can relax, your spine can lift tall, your shoulders can release. Beginning to find a place where you can breathe. Just taking a few moments to notice your breath. Noticing where in your body your breath is moving. Noticing any resistance or hesitation within your breath. And taking one deep, clearing breath here. A full, deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Allowing your awareness to move to the ground beneath your hips. To the air as it touches your skin. Noticing any thoughts that might have joined you on your mat this morning. Just taking a few moments to acknowledge that they are there without engaging. And allowing them to finish what they need to before moving off. Just one more breath here, deep breath in. And out. And letting your hands come onto your knees, beginning to take some circles of your upper body around your hips. They can be small circles or big circles. Just moving in one direction for right now, pausing wherever you might need. And moving in the other direction, whatever other direction is right for you. And the next time you come towards the front side of your mat, we're going to pause there and move into a forward fold, letting your hands release onto the ground in front of you. Slowly walking your hands a little bit further out. And wherever you end up, allowing your arms and shoulders to relax, your head and neck to let go. And taking a few deep breaths here, full deep breaths in. And out. Allowing your body to begin to settle into this space. Your next inhale, slowly rise rising back up. And moving into our heart opener this morning. Letting your hands move behind your back about a foot or so. Taking a big shoulder roll. Your chest lifting up, shoulder blades drawing towards each other and down your back. And taking your head and neck wherever feels comfortable for you. With your next inhale, allowing your chest to lift just that little bit more towards the ceiling. One more breath here. Deep breath in. And out. Gently to release your shoulders and coming back through center. We're going to work into your head and neck this morning. Letting your right arm come out beside you and walking your right fingertips away from your hip as far as feels okay for you. Taking another deep breath in to find length. Then drawing your left ear towards your left shoulder. Staying right here. If you want to work a little bit deeper, you can take your left hand, drawing it overhead towards your right ear, and thinking about drawing your right ear away from your right shoulder. And keeping your head moving towards your left shoulder, letting your chin start to rotate down towards the shoulder. Pausing wherever feels right for you. One more breath here. A deep breath in. And out. Gently releasing your left hand back down. Rolling your chin towards your chest. Maybe over towards the right shoulder. And taking a few half neck rolls here. Going from left to right. If it would feel okay, maybe taking a few full neck circles, either direction. Eventually finding a neutral spine. We're going to work onto the other side. So letting the left hand begin to walk out beside you, away from your left hip. A breath in to find length, then drawing your right ear towards your right shoulder. Maybe your right arm draws overhead towards your left ear, moving the ear away from your left shoulder. Letting your chin start to rotate towards your right shoulder. Maybe the hand walks around the head just that little bit. Wherever you end up with your next inhale, allowing your chest to lift just a little bit more. One more breath here. Breath in and out. Gently releasing your right hand down and rotating your chin towards your chest. Then left ear to left shoulder. Taking a few more of these half neck rolls. If you did so before, maybe taking those full neck circles. Be mindful to go in both directions. And when you're ready, you're going to find your way into a table on your hands and your knees. Once you get there, taking any movement or motion that might feel good, maybe some hip circles or hip sways. We're going to come into what I like to think of as a fun pose. We're going to, what my one teacher called toe crunch asana. So letting all 10 toes, if they can, start to curl underneath your feet. Maybe using your hands to help your pinky toes curl under if that feels like it's needed. And staying right here on your tabletop, or letting your hips start to draw towards your heels. Maybe walking your hands back towards your shins. Maybe sitting up onto your heels. I'm not going to be here too long, just a few deep breaths. Deep breaths in and out. Just one more breath here. A deep breath in and out. And coming back into your table, releasing your toes. Maybe a light tap of the tops of your feet on your mat. And we're going to find your downward facing dog. Curling your toes and pressing your hips up and back. Maybe finding a pedal of your feet, bending one knee and then the other. And eventually finding some stillness. The stillness in your body. Slow, steady breath. One deep clearing breath here, a full breath in. And a big sigh out. As you inhale, rising high into your toes and walking your feet towards your hands. Maybe your hands back towards your feet. And finding a gentle forward fold, a soft bend to your knees, head and neck to release. You can shake your head yes and no. You can shake your head maybe. Taking a slightly deeper bend into your knees and slowly rolling up to stand. Taking a big shoulder roll at the top. A few more revolutions at full range of motion in your shoulder joints. Finding our mountain pose, Tadasana. Your toe mounds can touch your feet about hip width apart. Standing as tall as you can, arms releasing by your sides. And once more, taking a few moments to breathe. Noticing your body in this space. Feeling the ground beneath your hips, beneath your feet. The air as it touches your skin. Noticing this breath. Full deep breath in. And out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead to reach tall. As you exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling to your half lift, finding length. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall, rising tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pausing for a breath in and out. One more just like that. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pausing for another breath in and out. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, pausing here. You're going to find your side bend. So taking your left wrist with your right hand. Another deep breath in to find length. As you exhale, side bending towards the right. Allowing your chest to roll open, reaching through your left fingertips. One more breath here, deep breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center to reach tall and swapping your wrists, your right wrist with your left hand. Another breath in to lengthen. As you exhale, side bending towards the left. Chest rolling open towards the ceiling, leaning into your outer right hip. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center to reach tall. Exhale, releasing your hands behind your lower back, interlacing your fingers, taking a big shoulder roll, letting your hands draw towards the ground behind you. Chest lifting up. Finding your breath. So one more breath here, deep breath in and out. I'm going to find a forward fold from here. So you can keep your hands interlaced if you'd like, or releasing them to your hips. Taking another deep breath in to reach tall. And as you exhale, slowly folding forward. If your hands are interlaced behind your back, you can let them start to draw overhead. And at any point, if it's too much on your shoulders, you can release your hands down towards the ground. We're going to be here just one more breath, a deep breath in and out. Letting your hands come back toward your hips and all the way towards the ground. Your inhale coming to your half lift. Exhale to fold. Soft bend to your knees. Inhale, rolling up to stand. Another big shoulder roll. Finding your mountain pose once more. You inhale, sweeping your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift. As you exhale, we're going to come into a modified version of our forward fold. So letting your heels come together and your toes opening out towards the sides. If you're a dancer, you might recognize this as first position. I only know that because my teacher was a ballet teacher. Take another deep breath in to find your length. And as you exhale, slowly to fold. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, coming to your half lift, squaring your feet. Exhale, stepping back into your plank, the top of your push-up. A deep breath in, and as you exhale, your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And stepping your feet together, your toe mounts a touch. Letting your right leg extend out behind you, your three-legged dog. Pressing down into your hands, out through your right foot, your right heel. Another full deep breath in. Exhale, stepping forward into your low lunge. Right foot by your right wrist, left knee coming down onto your mat. Allowing your hips to draw forward and down. You can stay here with your hands on the ground, maybe coming up to blocks or up to your right knee. Wherever you end up, allowing your hips to continue to draw forward and down. Allowing your chest to lift tall. One more breath here, a deep breath in and out. Letting your hands come down to frame your right foot. And finding our half splits, hips shifting up and back. Thinking about your left hip above your left knee. Maybe your right foot scoots out a little bit more if you need it to. Straight leg or with a bent knee here. Taking a breath in to find length. As you exhale to fold. And finding your breath that allows you to be in this space. Your slow, steady breath. One more breath here, a deep breath in and out. Bending back into your front knee, just enough to let that right knee step to meet your left. And taking a few big hip circles in either direction. And allowing yourself to move in the opposite direction. Finding that range of motion in your hip joints. And eventually finding our downward facing dog once more. Hips shifting up and back. Staying right here, we're going to go through our flow another time. As you inhale, waving forward into your plank, the top of a push-up. Exhale, chaturanga, or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And stepping your feet together, your toe mounts to touch. Three-legged dog on the other side. Left leg extending out behind you. Pressing down into your hands. Reaching long through your left foot. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, stepping forward into your low lunge. Left foot by the left wrist. Right knee onto your mat. Hips drawing forward and down. And finding that perfect space for this side of your body. Either on the ground, blocks, or up to your left knee. Allowing your hips to draw forward and down. Chest lifting tall. And finding your full deep breaths. One more breath here. Breath in. And out. Letting your hands come down to frame your left foot. Finding our half splits. Hips shifting up and back. Right hip above the right knee. Maybe the left foot scoots out. And finding the perfect space for this side of your body. Probably going to feel a little bit different than the other leg. Taking your deep breath in, your breath out to fold. And moving into the space, into your breath here. One more breath in and out. Slowly bending back into your left knee and stepping your left knee to meet your right, coming back into your table. Then we're going to move into your child's pose. But before we get there, you can take any movement or motion that feels good, letting your toe mounds come to touch. Your knees can be together or a little bit wider apart, allowing your hips to begin to draw back towards your heels. Head and neck to release down. And initially, we're going to be active in this space, in this pose. So you're going to have your palms flat on the ground, maybe coming up onto your fingertips. And staying right here. Letting your hands begin to walk over towards the right side of your mat. Reaching through your left side body. Allowing your right fingertips to walk a little bit further away. Finding a little more length on the right side of your body here too. Allowing your left hip to press back towards your left heel. one more deep breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center to find length. We're going to move on to the other side, walking your hands over towards the left side of your mat, reaching long through your right fingertips, right hip drawing towards your heels, letting your left fingertips walk just a little bit more, keeping length on both sides of your body. Two more breaths here. Breath in and out. One more breath in and out. And slowly coming back through center and releasing everything down. Arms and shoulders to release, head, neck to let go. Taking a few deep, clearing breaths. Your full deep breaths in. And a big sigh out. Releasing anything that needs to go, that's ready to go. One more full breath here, deep breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back into your table, curling your toes and pressing back into your downward facing dog. You can come into a version of a downward facing dog here, letting your feet walk a little bit more forward, about 3 or 4 inches, and then out towards the sides of your mat, and letting your heels come wider than your toes. You might feel this a little bit more in your calves or the outside edges of your leg. Letting your chest press back towards your thighs. Heels drawing towards the ground. One more breath in and out. And stepping your feet back into your downward facing dog. And we're going to move through our flow one final time this morning. As you inhale, waving forward into your plank. Exhale, lowering your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And slowly lowering onto your knees, coming up to stand on your knees. We're going to come through our camel, a slight back bend this morning. Allowing your hands to come towards your lower back. You can have your palms flat on your back, little fists, fingers facing up, however feels good there for you. Initially taking a big shoulder roll, letting your chest lift tall, then beginning to press your hips forward. Chest still lifting, shoulder blades hugging towards each other. Staying right here, maybe a light tilt back. One more breath in and out. Pressing your hips forward, chest lifting to come back through center. And then finding a neutral space for you. So it can be into a tabletop or sitting on your heels. Just finding a space to let your body rest and settle for just a moment. We're going to come in through one more round of our camel. And coming back up to stand on your knees, letting your hands come towards your lower back. We're going to move into this space the same way we did that first round. So big shoulder roll, hips beginning to press forward, chest lifting tall. You can stay right here. If you want to work a little bit deeper, maybe your hands reach back for your heels. If you take a hold of your heels, still letting your hips press forward, your chest to lift tall. One more deep breath in and out. If your hands are on your heels, pressing into your feet, rising back up, then moving into your neutral space, either your tabletop or sitting onto your heels in your hero's pose. Just taking a few moments to breathe, or finding any counter movements that might feel right for you. If a child's pose feels good, you're welcome to release down and find your child's pose. Then we're eventually going to make your way into a seat, however you want to get there. Letting your feet come about mat width apart, and find a little windshield wiper of your knees side to side. It's a full range of motion in your hip joints. Moving into our bound angle, Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together. Letting your heels come as tight towards your hips as feels okay. Your knees pressing out and down. Your spine lifting tall. And staying right here, maybe finding a lean forward, maybe a fold forward. And finding your breath, your slow, steady breath. Just one more breath here. A deep breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up. Letting your feet scoot a little bit further out in front of you. A nice wide angle. About the same distance from heels to groin as from knee to knee. Taking another deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly folding forward. Imagining your forehead resting on the soles of your feet. One more breath here. Breath in. And out. Slow rising back up. Letting your legs scoot all the way out long in front of you, or Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. You can have your feet together, hip width or a little bit wider, straight leg or a bent knee here. A deep breath in to find your length, and breath out to find your fold. Once you find your space, allowing your breath to release you into where you need to be. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up and slowly rolling onto your backs, coming all the way down. Letting your knees come into your chest. Maybe giving yourself a nice big squeeze. And taking a few circles of your knees around your hips, together or independently. You're going to find your happy baby. Knees drawing towards your armpits, feet up towards the ceiling. You can take a hold of behind your thighs, maybe your ankles, maybe your feet. But wherever you end up, allowing your shoulders to release towards the ground, your tailbone and hips to release down as well. One more breath here, a deep breath in and out. Letting your knees hug back into your chest. And finding our reclined twist. Your knees coming over towards the left side of your body, arms out into a T. You can take any leg variation that feels good for you here. So your knees can be stacked or one leg can extend out long. Finding that perfect space for here where you can release. Release into this space. Just one more breath here. A full deep breath in and out. Slowly coming back through center. Pausing in the middle to realign your hips, your spine. And finding your twist on the other side. encourage you to take that same variation of the twist you took over on the first side. Maybe your knees are stacked. Maybe you have your one leg extended out long. And finding your space to release, to let go. To be. And taking one more full deep breath in and out. And slowly coming back through center. And taking any final movements or motions that you might need before your shavasana, your final relaxation. When you're ready, finding that space, place where you can be most comfortable, whatever that looks like, however much space that takes up. Finding that space where you can completely let go. Taking your full, deep, clearing breaths. Full, deep breaths in. Your full, deep breaths out. Releasing control of your body. Releasing control of your thoughts. With one deep clearing breath, a full breath in. And a big sigh out, releasing control of your breath. Allowing you to fully release and let go. Slowly coming back into your breath, into your body, into this time and space, allowing with each breath life, energy, and movement to make its way into your fingers and toes, your arms and legs, back and through your head and neck. And taking one deep clearing breath, the full breath in, and a big sigh out. And eventually making your way back into a comfortable seat. Thank you all so much for sharing your time, space, and energy with me and with each other. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.